What made Pakistan seek a ceasefire? Clearly, a message had been sent to Pakistan. A message not through a hotline, a message through India's actions. When one after the other, with clinical precision, the BrahMos supersonic cruise missile, and there is nothing that Pakistan or any of Pakistan's backers have that can stop a Mark III BrahMos cruise missile. It moves at the speed of three times the speed of sound. 3 times. Nothing can stop it. Often, nothing can see it. Not just that. India successfully suppressed the Pakistani Chinese-made radars and air defense systems. And how? Some were taken down using those Harap kamikaze drones. Others were just suppressed. Jammers were used, and jammers way inside Indian territory. Over the course of the next 1 hour, India Today gets you the inside details of Operation Sindoor. But first, I want you to listen in to Randhir Jaiswal, the spokesperson for Ministry of External Affairs, and he gives out details how on the 9th of May, Pakistan, that was threatening India on the 10th of May, was scrambling for a ceasefire. Listen in, I'll tell you why.
You will of course appreciate that early on 10th morning, we had mounted an extremely effective attack on key Pakistani Air Force bases. That was the reason they were now willing to stop firing and military action. Let me be clear, it was the force of Indian arms that compelled Pakistan to stop its firing.
You heard him? That's a diplomat who's very clearly saying it was the force of the Indian armed forces. It was the might of the Indian armed forces that struck Pakistan with clinical precision across the length and breadth of their country, and also in Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir, in Skardu, which is our territory, illegally in Pakistan's possession. That's point one. Skardu was hit. But then what hurts Pakistan's military terror network, and not just Lashkar-e-Taiba and Jaish-e-Mohammed, but also the terrorists in uniform, which is Pakistan Armed Forces, what hurts them is when they're hit in Pakistan's Punjab province, and they were hit in Pakistan's Punjab province. And I want to get you those details. 13 Pakistan Air Force bases were targeted, runways were targeted, airfields were targeted, hangars were targeted, ATCs were targeted. That's the air traffic controller, because once the ATC is down, who will guide the aircraft going up, coming down? The radars were targeted, so their missiles became blind. The aviation centers were targeted. The helicopter bases were targeted. Ammunition stage sites were targeted. And I want to get you each and every one of them on this broadcast. Noor Khan, the Noor Khan or the Chaklala Air Base in Pakistan. Murid, Sukkur, Rahim Yar Khan, Jacobabad, Sargodha, Rafiki, Bholari, Chunyan. Watch each and every one on the map. And I'll explain. And in a moment from now, my colleague Sandeep Unithan will also join us and tell us in detail. This is Pakistan's heart. Remember when Prime Minister Narendra Modi said, "Humne Pakistan ko seene pe mara"? There's another significance there. Pakistan stabbed us in the back like any deceitful terrorist would. It killed our people, it killed our civilians. But India struck military targets, and in the heart of Pakistan. Noor Khan, for example, is their command and control center. It's Rawalpindi, it is the seat of power. Murid, this is where the drones were launched to target. Pasroor, this is one of their biggest radars. Incidentally, the Indian Army also had a big role to play here. Sargodha, the best protected airfield or airbase in Pakistan, targeted both in 1965 and 71. Pakistan learned some lessons and put 4-tiered security system in Sargodha. Gujranwala, Lahore, you know, Pakistanis say, "Jisne Lahore nahi vekhya, wo janma hi nahi." One who hasn't seen Lahore hasn't been born. The BrahMos supersonic cruise missiles have seen Lahore. And they've seen more than just Lahore now, whether it's in Muridke or other military installations in Pakistan. Rafiki, very important airbase of Pakistan, but This is the heart of Pakistan. This is, of course, the southern part of Pakistan's Punjab province. Rahim Yar Khan, very crucial airbase of Pakistan, and Rahim Yar Khan also has some radars, as does Sukkur. Jacobabad was a base where NATO forces operated during Operation Enduring Freedom. When they were going into Afghanistan, they were operating out of Jacobabad. It has the F-16s, it has the JF-17s, Block 2 aircraft. It also has the Chengdu J-7 fighters of Pakistan. Then Punjab province ends, the Sindh province starts, and this is where Bolari, the latest, the newest airbase in Pakistan, again crucial for more than one reason. It's the Malir cantonment in Karachi. When I tell you about the Malir cantonment in Karachi, this is very, very significant, because this is where they have a radar that can look more than 400 kilometers down Arabian Sea and into our Rajasthan-Gujarat area. That was taken down. So this is how India went with clinical precision. You heard what the spokesperson for the Ministry of External Affairs said. Remember the high-speed missile that Pakistan fired? That was intercepted. Then India unleashed the wrath of made in India BrahMos supersonic cruise missiles, and they're fired off the Sukhoi 30 MKIs. That's the latest information we are getting in. They jammed all the Pakistani radars. They jammed the Chinese systems, air defense systems. These missiles with an extended range have a higher caliber, and they hit with pinpoint accuracy.